Once upon a time, in a vast and dense forest, there lived a lion cub. Its parents, strong and proud, left it to fend for itself in the wilderness, believing that this was the way to teach the cub's survival. The cub, alone in the forest, wandered and explored its new surroundings with curiosity. Sharp and quick, the little lion learned to adapt to the life of the wild. One day, the cub encountered a pack of dwarf foxes. Despite their differences, the foxes welcomed the young lion into their group. The cub, wanting to belong, began to imitate the fox's behavior. Sadly, the foxes had bad habits. They were cunning, deceitful, and often resorted to lying, stealing, and even harming other creatures in the forest. The cub, influenced by its new companions, slowly adopted these traits. It learned to lie, flip its alliances, and commit acts of violence without remorse. Years passed, and the once small cub grew into a mighty lion. Strong and feared, it roamed the forest with pride, continuing the behaviors it had learned from the foxes. But despite its physical strength, the lion felt an emptiness in its heart. Something was missing, though it couldn't quite understand what. One day, as the lion was wandering through the forest, it came across a beautiful plateau covered in soft grass and colorful flowers. This was the home of a herd of deer. These deer were peaceful, living in harmony with each other, and they were gentle creatures full of love and kindness. As the lion observed the deer from a distance, something remarkable happened. It saw the deer playing, nuzzling each other, and moving gracefully across the land. The sight of their innocent love moved the lion deeply, and for the first time, it felt a strange emotion. Tears welled up in its eyes. The lion realized that all the cruelty and violence it had embraced over the years had robbed it of something precious, kindness and love. The lion, overcome with guilt, wished to change. It no longer wanted to be the fearsome creature that terrorized the forest. It wanted to live in peace, like the deer. But despite this longing, old habits are hard to break. The lion's nature, shaped by years of bad influence, resurfaced. When a pair of deer, unaware of the lion's presence, came too close, the lion's instincts took over. In a moment of weakness, it attacked and killed the deer. Immediately, the lion felt a wave of guilt wash over it. The innocent creatures had done nothing to deserve this, and the lion knew that it could not hide its crime, nor could it run from the consequences. The lion, filled with remorse and regret, let out a mighty roar that echoed across the forest. It was not a roar of pride or power, but of pain and sorrow. The lion had failed to change its ways, and now it was burdened by the weight of its own actions. Moral of the story. This story teaches us that no matter how deeply ingrained bad habits or behaviors may be, we always have the ability to reflect and strive for change. However, change is not easy. It requires strength, patience, and the courage to resist old temptations. The lion's story reminds us that even the strongest can fall, but it is in recognizing our mistakes and making amends that true growth lies. We should be careful about the influences we allow into our lives, as they can shape our character in ways that are hard to undo.